What's the biggest reason why you think these dudes tell? Like in your opinion, like it be women, cars, money. What if it like was one thing that you can say like, all right, this is the reason why a lot of these men go in here, and women too, but majority of men go in here and tell why?
Attachment.
Attachment to what exactly?
The things you just said, the women, the drugs,
definitely drugs,
the cars, the pride. It's a lot of things that they tell on, and mainly they're women. I've seen men.
Mainly they women. Boy, you so right.
Tell. I had a guy that was a celly of mine, right? I'm not gonna say his name because I'm a little mature now, Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna do that. We're here. I love this platform. It's not messy. It's of pure honor. Mm-hmm. But I've seen a guy go out, right, and he started off with his honor intact, mm-hmm. my celly. And then after a day or two, after conversations with his woman, he come in the mirror and look in that cloudy mirror and say, damn, they gonna get me, man. What you think I should do? And I had to let him know you might wanna move, man. You probably don't wanna live here with me. I'm a solid man, I'm going all the way.
Yeah.
I'm going all the way to trial, man. Or, I always, a lot of my cases was me. It never was with a group of people. I never was an individual that swing with a group of people.
So it ain't nobody to tell on if there was some telling.
If some telling going on, there's nobody to tell on. With me, with you have a thing where you want to tell. See, what I know about an individual, I don't have to relay it to no one. A real Zach can't lay down. They'll find that out. I can know a million. You could have had 50,000 bodies. That's none of my business. I'm not looking for a cold case. Mm-hmm. These guys are looking for cold cases. They'll get cool with you and get friendly with you to get your case. Like this, what I done with him, that's why you gotta be careful when you get your work out.
Yeah.
Cause you could get your paperwork out. I know he a solid man. He's a man that was in the mix, fell his case. I know his co-defendants, 2 of them, and they know me, but I made sure that I pull up specifically with him because if it was a car involved and I'm gonna go to the head of the car, I'm not going to the weaklings that I know that's gonna read into my case and start calling downtown and to book me in. Mm-hmm. I need a man that I know is a pure honor.
And that's what they doing in there.
They'll get your case. That's why with me, I carry the honor pure. Like whenever any jail I hit or whatever and they ask for my work, it's like, all right, you can get it, next move. Mm. While I'm in my cell gathering my paperwork, I done found out on the walk back who's in charge of this Millsut, who's asking for my work, because I'm gonna give him my work so they can sit down or he can relay to them the honor in me. Because if I don't do that, this boy may just come up with anything. Mm-hmm. And he may see it's
dangerous.
He may see what I like to do or what I like to used to do and just make up a cold case and boom, here it is, I'm booked in. They had a phone now at Federal Detention Center where they was going to the Federal Detention Center, where they was going over to the phone and calling down to the district attorney office, the United States District, and booking people in. The line would be longer than Broad Street.
Tell them, Erna.
What color is that phone? Is it a red phone, something like that?
I can't remember. I was blind. I'm blind to the joint. The joint was so vicious. I was like I couldn't see.
You just know where it's at.
Yeah, I just know it was like in the middle of the block. It's like it's there it is.
He said you couldn't even see it. He was so man. You don't know the color of it, but usually the line longer than Broad Street, longer than train smoke, huh?
They try and get on that joint. Niggas just try and get some relief.
Yep.
Save me.
Oh man.
And they like you said, man, it's so dangerous that a man, you would think that this person may be a help to you, a comfort to you, and to read your work and reword it as long as he knows some intricate parts. And the feds will take that from him and convict you on that.
I seen a boy make a bowl.
Vicious, bro.
I seen a boy make a mofongo and pull a boy in his cell, and the boy coming out eating every day and rubbing his stomach.
Getting fat day.
Come on, man, he can cook a mean mofongo, man. Before you know it, I seen him on that same block. Like, yo, I went to court today. Where's so-and-so at? Oh, he left. He left an hour ago, and he ain't leave the building. He upstairs or he's somewhere else,
They pity more than never before. Gave him separations. He telling on you now.
I seen it.
Wow.
I done seen people I conversed with that I thought may have had some honor, because, coming through the federal, OG by the name of OG Sloan.
Sloan, OG Sloan, that's my Southwest.
Oh, yeah, me and him
OG Sloan,
me and him
that's
was,
my old head.
Me and him was upstate together.
Honorable man.
He let me know that I was safe when I was in the penitentiary in the state. He said, listen, man, you're safe. He said, because on yours, they don't have you under a 924C.
And 924C will get you
You
every
read
time.
how that was with me. So he said, also, I want you to know that 922G that they got and that only 844, meaning you only have simple possession of a gun and simple possession of of drug. You're not an indictment. Young man, you don't even have 924E on your indictment. You're going to be all right. But he said, but I'm going to tell you something. When they get you down at the federal building, I'm going to tell you now, you better not talk to a soul. You know what I done? And it was a real Zat that gave me the book. He came to me and he gave me the Sahih al-Bukhari. And I went in that cell and I read every ahadith I could. And I didn't let it go. That's where I learned a lot of my ahadith from.
Alhamdulillah.
But just sitting there reading, but I would happen to be listening to individuals talk about how they were going to bang this person and they were going to do this. And I said, my goodness, where am I at? And I listened to what Sloan said, and I never talked to a soul, especially about my case. But I done ran into some dudes whereas though I thought they were solid, and I only seen PSIs. That's why I bought my minutes and everything to you. Yeah. I bought everything.
What's a PSI for those who don't know? People might not know.
Pre-sentence investigation report.
Okay.
And that'll show something whereas though they'll take everything out of that and let you go ahead and slide. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas though, so when you get wherever you going, that you can show that, and some people may say, man, go ahead, man, he cool.
Yeah, that's a form of ID.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he all right, man, he all right. But they ain't see the sentencing transcripts. They ain't see the mittens. Like, out here, people will go to, they think Pacer is the way to go. Like, I can go to Pacer and look your name up. Like, I can go to Pacer and look up your name. But when you click certain things, it's not going to be available. That does not mean that that case is a sealed case. You would know a sealed case because it's going to say it in that work.
Yeah, it say it's
sealed. You dig what I'm saying?
Sealed.
If it's not there, doesn't mean it's sealed. If it's not there, mean you need to go to that federal building where that person was arrested at. And what you need to do is give them the case number. And what they're going to do is the court, the people at the front desk, I done been there, they're going to get all your information. It's going to come in a box. That box, the same box you see people carry around with your lawyer work. And it's going to have everything in there that ever was said within your case. But you got to order it. Or the individual that's looking up the case, because they can get it. But if you go into just the internet and thinking, you're going to be baffled, because the internet is exactly like any platform there is. It's always some of the truth and not the whole truth there. You have to search. Don't be these fake lawyers, these fake individuals that go on social media that think that they can tell you something without. I had paralegals. When I was snatching the honor and all that, I had paralegals that was in play. And what I would do was I would go to different colleges, and I would, because I had a business, well, I still have the business, what I would do was give these people, these college students, a way to come and get credits with me. And as paralegals, they were able to look in a little deeper and further in people. Yeah. So that's how I was finding out about people that nobody knew was a real Zach. Like people that they thought was like super solid, like, no, he's no good, he's not of honor.
What about, you got this thing in the feds where you got people who go down there and do profit hearings. What do you call them? Are they rats, or they just, or they half rats, or they could have been a rat? What do you call them, people who do the profit hearings?
See, it depends. Like, I know some guys, you probably witnessed this, that'll go over this to try to figure out what's going on.
What we call them abortion babies.
Yeah, but I'm saying before they get to the people that just want to say, I want to see what they're talking about. Me, I want to know why you want to see. You got a paid lawyer, you got a lawyer. What's you're so curious about? You're going to have a discovery soon. Be easy. So I always looked at it as shifty to me. But the people that actually give up information on a proffer, to me, if that information is incriminating, because you got some people that go down there and think they slick and be like, thinking they beat the government. Like, man, I'm just telling them what I got on me. I don't know what y'all talking about, man. But when you're doing that in conspiracy cases, you're putting everybody in a bad position. because everybody is one in a conspiracy. You know what I mean? It's not like it's separate. So when you go down there and be like, man, now listen to me, man. I done this, I done that, and you sign off on something, and when you sign it off, you're not paying attention. At the bottom of that joint, it might say in little fine words, this includes the whole squad. Now you done banged everybody simultaneously thinking that you was slicker than everybody else.
Wow. So when they go down there, say they go down there and they talk, right? They give up some stuff, and like you said, they say, I'm telling on myself.
Right.
But then after doing that, they say, you know what? I'm cool. I'm not going to do it no more. Are they still tainted? Are they still like?
I would have to see what happened in there, because it's like they're keeping secrets. But I feel like I want to know, because I want to know if you have a lawyer, even if it's a United States District lawyers that they give you, that they give people, like a lawyer, like a court appointed, be good lawyers too. They fight for you. So it's just, to me, it's just like, I don't know what to say about them, but it's like I'm curious to know, what did you think that you could offer these individuals? You know what I mean?
Other than cooperation.
Well, what do you label them as? They're not snitches then, so they didn't tell.
They had abortions.
Yeah, they had abortions. Like, they gave up information, and then when they got back to the block, everybody want to be in their back. What you was down there doing, man? What you was down there? Man, I ain't do nothing, man. No, I ain't gonna lie. I said I done this, but they said if I said that, it include everybody. So, like, what you went down there? No, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna look out for y'all. When we get to court and trial, I'm gonna switch up on stand. And when I get on the stand, I'm gonna tell them that I was playing. I'm gonna get us all out of here.
So listen, with that
abortion,
that thought analogy, right? What does that do for a case, like for a person who goes down there and give information and then get on the stand in front of the jury, the court, and everybody, and then go up there and say something totally different? What does that do for the case? Does that help the case? Does that hurt the case?
It probably can hurt or help. It probably can help the defendant or hurt the defendant. You know what I'm saying? It can hurt the conspirators that's with them or help them. I don't know. It's just like, my whole thing is, the better we know the law is, to not say anything and you'll be okay.
But the person who does that, who goes up there and plays with those people like that,
I think it's dishonor, because it's like, look, let me say this. You can do that if, for instance, Brahim called me and say, bro, today I was with you. You got a shooting. Say you got a shooting, right? You come to me and you say, yo, Erna, I know you wasn't there, brother, but I want you to be my alibi. It ain't the Ring cameras like it is now and all that, you know what I mean? I know for a fact you can come down here and get on this stand and you can tell these people that I was with you. I feel it's of honor. You're trying to free your brother. But if me and him done a crime together, I feel like me nor him, unless we both agree that we're pleading guilty, it's just me and him on the case, unless we both agree to that we're gonna plead guilty, it's of honor. But other than that, if you call me, like I said, if you call me down there, you say, yo, Erna, come on down, man, I need you. And I say, yeah, he was with me, Your Honor, the whole day. This guy wasn't there. He had nothing to do with it. And when he was there, none of the things that the government or the state is saying he done, he didn't do. I'm just speaking up for my brother in defense. But I'm not never going to say he done a crime. To me, that's honorable. What would you think?
I think that's definitely honorable. That right there is cool, because y'all talked. Y'all have a what's the name? Like, and then I'm gonna spin off from that question and go on. If a person told another person, like, I know I'm booked, but you here on the case with me, tell on me. Give me the case, put it all on me, and get out of here, just take care of everything out there.
Me, I think I'm gonna have to sit there, like, if you telling me to tell on you.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, because we cooked.
Because it got, my thing is about history. I'm thinking history. I'm thinking my kids. I'm thinking later on in life. I'm thinking my family members. When no one has an understanding of that, and then they're saying, he told. Because, I mean, without you being there to confirm that, and even if you is, solid man gonna say, yo, man, I don't believe it, man. I believe in your real Zach. No matter what he's saying, he told him, tell on me. For instance, what I say when we was talking and I was saying, you like, Dag, I see you doing your thing on the cooking. I said the reason why I'm cooking is because a brother of mine took a whole case. That brother is right here today with me, rock uncut. And when I say he took the whole case, I'm saying that, in other words, if he didn't take the whole case, we all on that joint rumbling. And I might have not had a win in there. But because he stood up and took it, it made me look at life differently. Like, how can he come home from jail, from doing times, 5 years in jail, about some pistols, and then he come home and he see me out here on the buffoonery. I'm online, this a snatching iron, and it's like, damn, I done 5 years, and this boy could have stood, he could have went with me, man. He could have just went to jail, like, you know.
Yeah.
And he wasn't telling, and nobody was telling. But at the same token, the fact that I would have to have stood trial knowing that these convictions that I had in the federal system would have banged me, he said, light work, I got it. That's honorable. You dig what I'm saying? But him telling me, or me telling him, hey, listen, tell on me, or tell, no, that's not happening. That's not of honor.